Doctors issue warning to FCT Minister Wike, threaten deadliest hospital shutdown. Oh boy. So Wike is also owing doctors in FCT. Meanwhile, he is busy building house for the judiciary, the judges, the appeal court and the Supreme Court judges, all of them in FCT claiming to be Mr. Project. Meanwhile, he's owing workers, in fact, health workers for that matter, who actually are supposed to be given priority. The health workers and the teachers, those two group of people, you don't joke with them. And then the security forces. So he's busy trying to satisfy the judiciary and then owing workers, not paying them. Can you imagine what is coming to the front burner? Okay. Doctors under the aegis of the Association of Resident Doctors in the Federal Capital Territory have issued a warning to the FCT Minister Wike, threatening to embark on the deadly shutdown of hospitals in 14 days if their outstanding demands are not met. Okay. So the president of the association, Dr. George Ebong, issued a warning during a press conference at Wuse District Hospital in Abuja on Monday. So while commending the minister for his infrastructural projects in Abuja, Ebong stressed that there is an urgent need to also focus on the welfare or well-being of doctors who are on the verge of extinction due to economic hardship. So according to Ebong, the minister should concentrate on human development the same way he is doing in the infrastructural sector. He noted that the FCT minister has 14 days to act on the demands to avert what he described as the deadly shutdown of hospitals in the nation's capital. That is it. So the doctors are demanding the payment of 6 months of salaries arrears owed to their members employed in 2023, as well as the payment of the medical residency training fund for 2024. They are also calling for a review of the bonding policy to 2 years instead of 6 months. Furthermore, the doctors want the minister to enforce the implementation of skipping issuance and issuance of skipping letters to their members employed in 2023, as well as the immediate payment of accounts. Okay, what is that? Okay, acute treatment allowance for 2024. So they are also demanding the payment of the outstanding 13 months hazard allowance arrears. Oh boy, they're just owing them now. In his words, first we have to appreciate the minister for his infrastructural development in the FCT since his emergence. We want him to know that doctors are is an abandoned project. While he fixes the infrastructural abandoned project, we are the human abandoned project. We believe the minister can deal with the challenge. He wants the minister to clear 6 months of salaries arrears owed to members employed in 2023. The minister should, with urgency, clear the payment of the medical residency training fund of 2024. Also, we want the minister to review the bonding policy to 2 years instead of 6 months. Other demands are that we want the minister to enforce the implementation of skipping and issuance of skipping letters to our members employed in 2023, immediate payment of accoutrement allowance for 2024, payment of outgoing 13 months hazard allowance arrears, and the FCTA management should fast-track conversion of ARUD FCTA Post 2 members to consultants and expedite the process of employment of healthcare workers to buffer the manpower shortage in the nation's capital hospitals. Oh boy. Can you imagine? This injustice is alien to FCT. If this is allowed to continue, the nation's health sector will collapse. We want the minister to solve the problems so doctors can practice to the best of their abilities. We earlier gave a 21-day ultimatum last weekend during our annual general meeting, leaving 14 days. But we don't want the deadly shutdown that may lead to loss of lives. It is important that the minister listen and act on demand without delays. That is it. So the whole thing is that Wike is busy building houses for judiciary members, and building bridges and demolishing people's properties, seizing lands. Meanwhile, the doctors, the people that are in charge of healthcare, are suffering, which is not acceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. That is it. Now, they have given him 14 days, so he should better do something, or he will explain to. Of course, they're in power. They don't. They think they don't owe anybody anything, but they will smell it when the strike happens. And again, my fear is that all these labor unions too, including doctors, they will just call them now, corner them, and give them something now. The fight will stop, because most of our union leaders are also part of the seller that we have in some cases. They will call them now and settle them, and the case they will say, okay, strike is off, the way it happens in NLC, and then they will start all over again. They say the minister has invited us, so the ultimatum is on hold, because minister has invited us. Instead of standing their ground until they finish discussion and something comes out. As I say, you will soon be on strike, just like the FCT teachers. Can you imagine? Wike is not interested in the welfare of human capital. He is more interested in phantom projects that allegedly yield huge kickbacks. So in 2 weeks, this strike will start unless the doctors have a change of heart, and innocent but poor people will die avoidable death, which is a very bad one. You said it all. He did same in Rivers State. Can you imagine? He did same in Rivers State. He was busy bribing judges, building houses for them, while neglecting to pay workers. Always thinking of how to manipulate the next election. He's a greedy man. Can you imagine? Chief Wike is more focused on judges, because that is where he will get favorable judgment in case of any eventuality. Very smart mini star. Every other department, na long story. My people, just watch out his actions. Wike has no interest in the medical field or sector, only in the judiciary. That is it. The question is, how did Wike get to the minister post? FCT resident should not expect something spiral from him. Meanwhile, he is busy building houses and buying cars for judges. That is the thing. No core government member in Nigeria today cares about any citizen outside their circle. That is true. So it seems. Okay, so if he focuses on human development, there won't be enough for him to loot. The glutton is insatiable. Can you imagine the way they're describing Wike? And is comfortable with it. Wike only invests where he will reap benefit, kickback, and elections. The man is the hard soul when it comes to human capital development. There is no evangelistic there. No egunje. Now, wow. The Wike is never interested in the welfare of citizens under him, not even their health concerns. Beginning from his days as local government chairman, Wike sees the salary of workers as underserving and a waste. Such is the stuff he is made of. Can you imagine? Now, wow. But this one, the FCT is not River State. All these things he's doing, by the time they all come on him, I think he will know how far. That is it. I don't know what is wrong with him. Wike this, Wike that, Wike this, Wike that. And he's not worried. Wow. He's just not known for any good reason at all. So thank you for listening. Let's have a comment as FCT doctors threaten the deadliest strike ever if Wike fails to meet their demand in 14 days.